How's it going, everyone? This is Fine Gaming Connoisseur, and welcome back to another video of Let's Play Mortal Online 2 Alpha. Alright, so today we have another new patch, version 0.0.0.73. Okay, so SV is really, working overdrive. They're really releasing patches very frequently, and that's really good to see. Alright, so let's just do a quick rundown of the patch notes. You can always pause the video if you need to read it. Okay. So yeah, this patch is actually so large that I'm having trouble, just remembering what has been added and changed and fixed, and so it's another massive patch, and I feel that this patch is pretty much covers a lot of things. It covers crafting, combat, the animations, the graphics, the world graphics, and a lot of things, and one of them, I'll show you where it is. You can see, I'm scrolling quite quickly, but it still isn't finished. Alright, so I think you would have seen the bit where they actually raise the threshold before you get kicked from the server. So so this is really good. I actually tested I logged in and I was able to stay connected to the world. So so thank you, SV. Thank you so much. I'm able to play the game once again. And also, you will probably notice that the main menu now covers more of the screen. The picture that you see here. Because I think before it used to, I think SV said that there was a faint border around the around the screen. So now it doesn't. So you can see that this main menu scenery is covers more of the screen. Alright, and so you notice that there is a experimental, I'm not sure what this is, DLSS, some sort of this could be some sort of RTX feature. So I've not really had much experience in this, but it's really good to see that SV is actively working to make the game even better than what it already is. And okay, so there's nothing other than that, the DLSS. So let's just log in, and I'll show you. So yeah, this new patch is, in my opinion, it brings the game one step closer to being the MMORPG that it is, that it's supposed to be. Because before it was mostly just it was all about combat, but now we're starting to see the beginnings of what we used to see in Mortal Online 1, the MMORPG side of things. So alright, so just show you, actually I'll go to the center of the town. Oh man, this is, I love this. This is so good. I can actually play the game now. Thank you, SV. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Alright, so let's show you one thing first. You can look in the chat. It says that you have set this priest as your home. So, I think if you play World of Warcraft, you would be familiar with the Hearthstone system, where you can actually, you can activate the Hearthstone to teleport you back to your home city or hometown. And so this is a little bit similar to that. So if you die or you commit suicide, then you can, I think, you can teleport to priest, and it will teleport you back to your home priest. So who is this? Viewer. Okay. Alright, so and now you have bandages. And if you look in the tooltip, there is now currency. So you can now sell things to the vendor. But before I show you that, just wanted to show you the crafting, which is long overdue. I was going to show you that in the previous video. I mean, in the previous patch, but because of the, me being unable to play the game. So now I'm going to show you the crafting, and I actually love the new crafting system in this game. Alright, so I'm going to create a one-handed sword. Okay. So you put the materials in. Okay, so you actually have to put in all the materials for the handle first before you get the head section will activate. Okay, so yeah, this is really, really good, and now you can actually save your I think you can save your recipe now. So whereas before, I think if you wanted to save your recipe, you had to use a piece of paper, buy a piece of paper from the vendor, and then write it down. But now, I think this is what it does. You can now save your recipes in here. I think that's what it does. I'm not too sure. So let's use steel as the. Can I save this? Steel straight load. Huh? Okay, maybe it doesn't work yet. Alright, so you hold to craft. So this is a good change, because I think in MO1, maybe you might accidentally click craft and you end up wasting materials, but now you have to now you have to actually hold down this button to actually craft the item. So I think this is a nice change, and I think it also discourages spamming crafting stuff. So there's my blade. Let me just try it on. And I can't move because I'm carrying 98 kilograms of steel and 99 kilograms of sponge wood. So And if you notice the combat animations, the swing animations is much more smooth. It's very smoother now. So, okay. And you notice that after you swing, there is a recovery phase in the swing animation. So, um, that's another new thing that SV has brought into the game. And I did look at the chat so far, and it seems like people are actually liking what they see. So, and Hendrik is in the chat. I've been running for hours all over. Yeah, it's really good to see Hendrik is actively. He's not just the CEO. He's actually someone who will play the game, and I remember seeing him build his house on top of the Tindrum Hills back in MMO1. So it's really good to see Henrik actually playing the game and mingling with the player base. Right, so I'll just destroy this blade, and I'll sell. Actually, I'll destroy this. Can I move? Okay. Alright, so if you played MMO1, then you'll be familiar with this system. This is very familiar. It's almost feels like home. Oh, come on, you can't see. Yeah, you can't sell the steel. Okay. But you can sell. Okay, so you. Yeah. Okay, so you actually have to. Oh, so you use the. Yeah, so let's say you just right click and you use the bandage. Okay, so you have to hold down Shift and right click. What's the cell? Maybe cell 10. Alright, so what? Maybe can I sell this? What? Oh, okay. Alright, so maybe the vendor is not accepting anything at the moment. So I think this is this is still in the works. I was hoping to, sell a few bandages to see whether I can get some coins, but looks like it's not actually, working yet. So, but anyway, that's okay. So yeah, I've shown you the crafting, and I've shown you the new vendor system. You can, well, actually, you can't buy it or sell anything yet, but I think maybe you can buy. Let me just see whether you can buy stuff. No, you can't buy anything either. Yeah, look at the new graphics for the coins, and exactly the same as MO1. Click on coin, silver coin, gold coin. This is awesome. Oh, look at that. And did you notice that the moon is actually shifting in a much more smoother gradient? Before, I think in several patches back, you used to see the moon just sort of jumping several, little bit ahead, and it kind of looks janky and yeah, but now it's a lot more smoother. transitions. They're not transition. Okay, so that's something else I noticed. Alright, and so yeah, this patch is really, really big, and as you saw at the beginning of the patch notes, Gaul'Kor has been added, so that's, I'm going to try and go there. However, I think it's going to take a long time, because if I remember correctly, Gaul'Kor is even further away than even the Minotaur Cave. So and given how big this world has become, it's going to take a long, a much longer time for me to actually get to Gaul'Kor. I remember in Ultra Online 1, someone told me. I whisper. I was going to whisper to Garth at night, but and there's a new emote. I just remembered. Okay, so there's a new. So there's three emotes right now. So maybe if I. What? Oh, okay. You actually have to add. Okay, I get it. You actually have to add people. Mad juice. Okay, I was going to try and add Mad juice, but anyway. Okay, so that's how you do emotes. Good. Oh, just exactly the same as in MMO1. Oh, awesome. This is so cool. Yeah, so, like I said, this patch is really starting to show you, it's starting to make the game feel more like the MMORPG that we know and love from Multiple Online 1. And I remember from reading the patch notes, also they've tweaked the night darkness again. So, okay, so I think with the moon in the sky, the world looks a little bit brighter. But yeah, like I said, this game is starting to look, and feel more like the MMORPG that we know and love from Multiple Online 1. Where am I going? Am I going the right way? Hang on. It's supposed to be going east, shouldn't I? Okay. So this is a really good patch, and so now I'm going to try and reach Gaul'Kor, and I think this is going to take much longer, like I mentioned, because of the size of the game world. Yeah, I remember in MMO1, you can actually reach, from Tindrum to Gaul'Kor in about maybe 10-15 minutes on a mount. Actually, on a mount, maybe maybe 7 minutes on a mount, I think it is. So yeah, MMO1, the world in MMO1 was big, but it wasn't as big as I hoped that it could be. But now in MMO2, the size of the game world has become what I think it should be, and so now it is just perfect. This is exactly what I've always wanted to see. A world so big that you actually have to travel for long periods of time. And I did mention in another video that this is going to affect gameplay in many ways. Just the mere fact that the world is so much bigger now, it is going to affect a lot of things for the better. And so I'm really glad that SV has used Unreal Engine 4.25 to. Oh no, this a little bit too steep. Yeah, so I'm really glad that they managed to use this engine to more realize their vision more fully, and because of the modular nature of Unreal Engine 4, I think it's going to give SV a lot of flexibility and the ability to really go to great lengths to make the game that we all want, and the game that they envisioned. So I think the future of MMO2 is in good hands, and this is a game that I'm going to enjoy for many years to come. Okay, I'm going to try and get down from this mountain. This is always tricky, but alright, so I think okay. So if you go down like this, this is new. I've just discovered a new way to. Okay, let me try that again. Okay, I think it works in some situations. Because before, you could zigzag your way down, and I think that still works, but. But I think generally, as a rule of thumb, going down slowly, taking baby steps, one little step at a time, will minimize the risk of you falling to your death. See, managed to. Oh man, okay, this is really good. So with the moon sort of a bit further away, sort of not shining on the ground. Okay, this is good. This is really good. This is perfect. Okay, SV, don't change it anymore. Keep it the way it is. This is perfect. Alright. Because with the moon sort of, over there, and now the night has become. Yeah, now the world is a lot darker. Okay, so I've just run into a tree. So, okay, all right. So, all right. So now I'm going to try and go to Gaul'Kor. All right. So I'll make my way there, and the next video I'll show you me arriving at Gaul'Kor. Hopefully I survive, because Gaul'Kor is one of those cities that players, it's basically a town that many players will want to either control or use it as a battlefield. It's basically one of those towns that players will frequent, either for PvP or just to control the area. And I remember back in MMO1, RPK used to control Gaul'Kor. I think was another guild, I can't remember, but yeah, Gaul'Kor was a hotly contested town, and I think there was a resource that was a rare resource that was specific to the area around Gaul'Kor, and I think many guilds try to wall off that area, wall off the mountains, so that their guild has exclusive access to the materials and the resources there. And so, yeah, I think depending on how SV, designs the territory control system and the siege warfare and everything, I think Gaul'Kor will once again become one of the prime battlegrounds and one of the areas that is hotly contested. So, alright, so I think I'm on my way to Grenache. So I think I better, what's this? Okay. Alright, so maybe, yes, I think let's just put my weapon back. Alright, so I'll leave it here, and so as you can see, the weapon's swing animation is a lot smoother, and the best part about this patch is that I can play again. Yeah, having a great time. Even though it's still early access, early alpha. So yeah, I think this is where I'll leave it. Thank you very much for joining me today, and I'll bring you another video next time when I go to Gaul'Kor. So, but until then, this is Fine Gaming Connoisseur. Please do remember to leave a thumbs up, and if you have any questions or comments, please leave it in the section below. And please do subscribe to my channel if you haven't already done so, and hit the bell icon to get all the notifications. And also please share this video. So thank you for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Take care.